Yeah. Late nights, same room. Kastor's Korner. We're live. We're live. Yeah. We're live. Kastor's Korner. Back when the shelf was a thought in my head. Before the price talk, before what was said. Before the grow up, before they all dip. Before the love turned to what you could flip. Same space, new lens, I adjusted the view. Seen the hype come and go, seen what it do, some moved on. Some lost what was real, I stayed right here. Had to see how it feel. Korner live, yeah, we back in the room. Say it in the chat, let me hear it from you. Why you collect, what it mean, what it do? We don't chase hype, we just stay on the truth. Kastor's Korner, yeah, I see you show up. Same love, new lens, yeah, we building it up. Share the joy, never mind what it costs. If it's real, let it stay. If it's not, let it go. Yeah, now it's less about the shelf, more the reason behind. What you kept, what you left, what you chose over time. Connecticut to Philly, Long Island we know. Seen the culture shift fast, seen the noise get loud. Everybody got a tape when they chasing the crowd. But I'm right here steady, never moved off track. If it don't feel real, I don't bring that back. Built this slow, now I stand on its own. When you step in the room, yeah, you already home. Korner live, yeah, we back in the room. Say it in the chat, let me hear it from you. Why you collect, what it mean, what it do? We don't chase hype, we just stay on the truth. Kastor's Korner, yeah, I see you show up. Same love, new lens, and we building it up. Share the joy, never mind what it costs. If it's real, let it stay. If it's not, let it go. It ain't what it's worth, it's what it mean to you. Not the price on the box, it's what you've been through. Different paths, same spark when it start. Yeah, we all came in with the same heart. Kastor's Korner, Korner, Korner. Oh, Kastor's Korner. Yeah, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Hey, oh, yeah, yeah. Kastor's Korner. We're live.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Saturday night here on Kastor's Korner. It's been a busy week. We were on open mic and then Talib show. With our guest tonight is joining us was on actually we're on the member stream for Figure Fight Club. It has been a busy streaming week, so I thank you guys for joining us for yet another show before you go and watch Men on Film. With me tonight, he has been dubbed the king of soft goods. Gets brought up in every show, shows up his amazing work, and I figure why not talk about it this week after a great actually. Let's bring Gibs on out. There we go. What's going on? No. Oh, wait. I got to fix it. There we go. Now I got you. You're good.
What's up, man? I got my floating head going on.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything else.
I know. My other webcam took a dump on me the other night, so I had to rush out and get a new one. So
yeah, you're on
everything's working
lately.
fine. Hopefully
you are.
Everything's working good. So how are you been, man?
Good. Tired. It's been a busy week. It's been a very busy week.
No rest for the wicked.
No. And we've been playing the heels for the past few weeks. So
it's hard work, man. Back hurts from carrying all this stuff, man. Come on.
Yeah, keep up on all these videos and watching all these people and commenting on all their shit. Yeah, no, it's
Talb's got me watching Transformer stuff, man. I don't even, it's like robots. I don't know, like robots. No, Transformers is, that's one line my wallet is very thankful for that I absolutely steered clear of because my wallet is safe from all the Transformers stuff.
But yeah, it is. But I think you, at least from my perspective, what you do can get pricey too. And so I kind of want to talk about what you do. Like so you do the toy stuff, but you don't do it like we do. Like Abby and me and Lou, you just jump down the rabbit hole. You don't. You dabble here and there. So when you were growing up, did you have all the toys? Were you into all the stuff?
Everything. Some of my gripes with Hasbro and some of these other companies, it stems back from me being a kid. My parents, they were factory workers. They didn't have a lot of money. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but my parents made sure that we always had enough money for action figures and toys for my brother and myself. So GI Joes were always like the go-to affordable. We can get you 2 or 3 of those and shut you up, for the week. Or if you've been good at school or good report cards, you get a bunch of GI Joes. And I remember them being a really good, affordable option for kids my age. And that is out the door, as far as for kids go.
Yeah.
We all know that they're for us anyways. I don't know what we're trying to front. They are kids' toys and they should be priced for kids. But, so that's what it is. If I see something that I like as a kid, if a third-party company or Mezco or some other great, soft goods producer hasn't made that yet, I'm going to try to make it and at least have it on my shelf as something to represent until maybe a better one is produced.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the confusion is like, I think that the toy companies are trying to serve 3 masters right now. Like they're trying to keep the retailers happy, right, by pumping out all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to reach us as a market, and they're also still trying to sell to kids. And it's not the same world. So like the idea of action figures, and there are affordable action figures. Like you could get a Spider-Man for under $10 now, like if you wanted to. And like I'm saying, like under $10 is affordable, but like in terms of like what G.I. Joe was and what the prices are now, it's comparable to what it used to be.
So I know the flag was like out of my parents' budget. Like I wasn't going to get anything like that when I was a kid. We might have gotten a few of the vehicles, but it was primarily the figures. I watched the cartoon, had no care of the cartoon. It was nothing but action figures. So I'm at it from like not a nostalgia point of view as far as the property. It's the actual tangible things. It's the plastic that I love. It's the designs. It's the care that went into. It's the care that the humans went into actually making the products to begin with. And I know all the cartoons and commercials for kids. Yes, but they're awesome, and we love them. We love the colors. We love the lasers. We love the figures that came out from it. We love the lore. We love the world building for our own self. Like, hey, maybe I didn't see this cartoon, but I saw this one figure, and now I can just in my head canon, I can make them whatever I want, and I love that. And maybe that's why I don't care anything about if I see a G.I. Joe that I want or that I used to have as a kid. I don't care as much as I think someone that was way more invested in everything, like the cartoons and all the other stuff. So,
and it's funny, right? Because I was invested, like heavily invested as a kid. Like my mom, it might be on a show I've already done or might be on a show coming up, but my mom will talk about the fact that they got me into He-Man. She really loved He-Man growing up for me. And so she's like, yeah, no, for Christmas that year, we counted pennies at the table to go out and buy you Castle Grayskull. And
it's just so awesome. That's so noble too. That's why I always try to get people to understand that our parents made these sacrifices to get us the stuff that we love. So,
yeah, well, but to your point of like, so I had Grayskull as a kid. I found a good deal on a vintage Grayskull and new ones, but I didn't need to get the newest, the 3rd one or the 4th one they put out now, right? Like I feel satisfied with that. Same thing with the flag. Yeah. My buddy here, he's here. Chris is here. He just said something in the chat. Toys are priced out. He's got 3 boys, and they'd rather play Fortnite and download the skins than they would have action figures lately. And
I'm speaking for you, I'm speaking for you guys. And all this stuff, because I love the properties. I love G.I. Joe, but I see some of the stuff that's so overpriced. I'm like, my parents wouldn't buy that for me if I was a kid in the same scenario. So it hurts me.
It does. And the thing is, like you were saying, like the whole thing is Chris that I just said, he's got a flag. I have nostalgia for a flag. I don't need to go get a flag, right? I have a friend literally down the street. I can just go look at a flag.
You want one. I know you don't need one. And I see all this shit. I was like, I want it, but I don't need it. But
well, I was a spoiled kid that got one. So I had one growing up. So like I had one. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. I helped him put together his, and I can just go over there anytime I want. I don't have space for it. I'd rather have that. Like that.
That is
makes
pretty
me
dope.
happy. Like that.
Yeah, that
makes
is
me
pretty
happy.
dope.
Hey, look, Billy.
Oh man, and we need some good Thundercats figures, man.
We do. We absolutely do.
Mezco's making them. I know. Sorry. I love me some Mezco. They're making some Thunderpats. Oh,
they're never going to go as deep though as Super 7.
No, they can't.
Unfortunately,
they can't. Yeah, they can't.
No,
You're gonna have to get those to throw them in the mix. So you're still
Well,
gonna have to get them if you want them.
I have them all. I have multiples of them. I was the crazy
Bless
person
you.
with, like,
Bless
one
you.
in the box and one to open. I have 2 Thunder.
But that's the thing. Who else is making it?
Right. Well,
I was saying this about High Toys and the Rocky figures. You're not going to get a higher quality action figure for the price of Rocky. And if you love the property, you're going to spend whatever they charge on it, and it may be worth it. It may not be worth it. That's just you just got to buy what you like.
And Silverhawks. You know, I think that they look. I'd love
beautiful
a
vac
Silverhawks.
metal. I love Bluegrass, man. Bluegrass was one of my favorite toys as a kid. So,
and see, that's the thing. I don't want vac metal. Like, I want them to look like the cartoons. So I'm happy with what they did, but they don't pose well. So
just fingerprints everywhere, man. You gotta use white gloves to pose them and take a picture. You just have a big thumbprint right on the face.
Yeah.
So,
but I think it's interesting to kind of see like how you've been able to kind of pull yourself out and be a lot more creative with it. I don't know. How did you learn? How did you start down the road of creating clothing for your figures? Like what was the catalyst that got you to say, I think I could do this?
I always liked fabrics. And my mother and father, I said that they were both factory workers. They worked for a company called Angelica. And I don't know if you know what they are, but they make garments for hospitals. So they make scrubs, fireproof crib lining for beds, shirts for casinos, maybe tablecloths for like casinos and stuff. But they both worked at it. So I got to see like cool secondhand fabrics all the time. I even worked at that company for, I think, a year. So I got to see all the inner workings on how garments are made and how they use the materials for it. So ever since then, I was fascinated with it. My mom can sew really well, but she never taught me how to do anything. And I was like, I want to make clothes, and I think that I can do it. And I made a few capes, and I went and I got a sewing machine and just started doing it, just trial and error over and over and over and over again.
But so what was the figure that kind of turned that corner for you? Like, what was the thing that you were like, I need to
customizing? Excuse me. Swoosh Toys articulated icons. They're ninjas. That's what got me customizing. Yeah, that guy. So I would be on Instagram, and I would dabble. I would buy like 1 or 2 like Marvel Legends every once in a while. I think I got like The Thing and Dr. Doom out of that one wave when it came out. I think that's when I first started buying a few more action figures. Love The Thing. And I would see these pictures on Instagram of like Wolverine just like battling like 6 or 7 different types of ninjas and stuff. And I was like, where are people getting all these ninjas? So I researched and I found out where it was, because I guess people didn't like tag a lot of things back then. And I found out what it was, and I saw that they were having a sale. So I bought, I got a bunch of them on sale, and I got the idea of like, I want like a hero, and the best way to make it stand out would be to like put soft goods on it, make it deluxe out, give them some, bandolier, some extra, wraps and things. And I just started doing that and started creating them because I wanted to make heroes out of basically fodder. So
yeah. And how'd they come out?
Good. I mean, I went from, some of them, it's like, you start doing it, and it's when I say a lot of trial and error, it's like you have to figure out how certain fabrics lay on things. Like something that's like a t-shirt material that even feels like a real thin t-shirt, that scaled down is going to look like a sweatshirt on a 1/12 scale doll. You understand what I mean? So even if you have a thin black t-shirt, by the time that you scale it down for material for something so small, it's going to be like textured, like, sweatpants. Okay. So you have to take all those things in consideration. You basically have to get the thinnest weight material that you can get a hold of to make it lay kind of like what it would be. Like a muslin material would look like a trench jacket, like something that was
Yeah.
like this is a poly cotton. So this is
Okay.
basically that stuff that you can get this at Walmart, and it's real thin, but by the time that it's scaled down onto a 1/12 scale figure, it looks
Yeah.
like what material, I guess it would be like a linen. It would make,
Yeah.
or whatever, like a thick linen or a thick cotton, whatever geese would be made out of. Like,
Well, Johnny makes a good point. He's like, it makes the figures look premium. Like it takes a $20 figure, or in some cases $25 figure here, and it makes them look like they're a mezco or a higher end figure.
And someone asked me about joints. Is like, oh, did you do it to like cover up joints? I think it might have actually been Johnny or someone.
Yeah, you just said it.
And I could care less about seeing the joints in it. I don't care that if I have something where like this is just on a regular blank action figure, and I put jeans on him. I don't care. I mean, the first thing that you see predominantly, even other than the head sculpt, is the joints on the elbows.
Right.
This is a Noda Toys buck, but yeah, I mean that's the first thing you see. This is my Roadhouse custom.
It looks good.
Roadhouse.
I think we were all singing "Time of Your Life" one night on member stream. To
That's
that.
right. Dude, that's a good. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it when the boys start singing, even if we're all terrible.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because it's like I tried to do some of that like early on, because when I started doing this, there was no Instagram. There was actually no Facebook, or Facebook was very limited in what you could do to share things out. And so I tried doing sewing and doing some like capes and things. Didn't work. It just didn't work for me. I didn't have the patience to kind of trial and error, but I have the patience and to trial and error to build dios. Like I love doing all the rock work.
So you got it in you. You've got it in you. You just you got to hone it in a different way.
Well, the medium
I
is
guess
different. Yeah.
I'm cheap, so I want to do everything. I don't want to pay anyone to do it. So if I'm cheap, I don't want to commission someone to make some soft goods. I'm going to try to make it myself. If I want a diorama piece, I could commission someone to do it, or I could buy the foam and spend twice as much money on the craft to learn how to do it myself. So, but
now that was
I do that. I love dioramas too. I make stuff.
Yeah.
I love making it's the whole like King of Soft Good thing is hilarious, because there are definitely people that are better than me out there. I think it's cheeky, but I like it. But I want to be able to do everything. I like everything in the toy space. I want to be able to paint. I want to be able to make clothes. I want to be able to make dioramas. I want to be able to do everything because I love the hobby. I love the medium.
Yeah. Johnny said, even if we're all terrible people.
Johnny, I'm only terrible on actually. Sorry, dude. You're gonna get
it's so friendly here.
It's Saint Gibbs.
But it was like that when I looked at the Musk from Ramen Toys and the sewer playset from NECA, and I'm looking at it going $300-400, right? Or $500 or whatever it turned out.
Hey, can you do this to the NECA? Can you do that to the NECA?
I don't know. I didn't buy it because I built my own, and it's like 3.5 feet by 2.5 feet. It sits on a table. I could do whatever I want with it. I can relight it. I can add water to it. I can add pipes to it. I can add ladders to it. I can overhang it so people are coming down through it. Like I'm okay having that stuff. And being able to do that.
So fun, and it's so rewarding whenever it comes out good. It's it's like it's heavenly when something comes together so good.
I'll be honest with you, if they hadn't announced that, I was planning on building it. Like,
I think
I had ideas on how to do it, but it just happened that I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll pay the money.
See, I would get someone to 3D print the head. I wouldn't mess with the head part. I would pay someone to get a real nice 3D print. And I think that I probably could do the rest, but the head, I think that I would pay someone to get that real good.
But here's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the good thing in space, is that there are people out there that'll do that. And that's the craft, and that's fueling them and fueling the community even more. because
Yeah.
the more that they do this, the cheaper I think that it should get in the long run, because the technology and the knowledge will get better, and we'll be able to less, because I know a lot of the things that working with 3D printers, it was a lot of trial and error at first. People had to work all that stuff out before they, slice lines, the sprues and all that. They got to get all that stuff right first, and then they can start producing great stuff. So,
well, and before all this, like the slime pit that Mattel put out, right?
I had that as a kid.
I did too, but I wanted one for my classics, and they were never going to make it. So I built one, and I sculpted the dino skull for it, like out of clay and tin foil, and it looked damn good at the time. I mean, I have the new one; it's over here somewhere.
You're a little knowledgeable on that, though, right? Did you what skills like anatomy and structure and stuff? Don't you like do museum stuff? Like
I do, but like I have no training in that. I just had pictures just taped up on the wall.
Maybe some form thing.
I would just guess. I'm like, okay, it's gonna look kind of like this. I sat there with a piece of clay and a toothpick and sculpted out Hordak's face, and then put it on there, dried it, and then painted the whole thing up. Like it was just like you said, trial and error. It was just sitting there and just doing it. I can do that. I can't paint fine details, and I can't sew. I just don't have the patience.
You got to get one of these bad boys.
What is that?
It's like a magnifying headlamp. Double thing. You can change it out.
My
like
hand
$25.
My hand shape is a fine point. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So
I smoke and I drink coffee at night, so I'm sure like at nighttime I have to make I have to be mellow.
Well, that's when I used to do my dios. I'd stay up all night. I'd start around 10 o'clock. I'd pour myself a drink. I'd sit in my basement. I'd have 4 dios going at the same time, and as one was drying under a fan, I'd move over and do another one, and then I'd take another one out there to prime, and then like I would just be rotating through on my nights off. And I'd stay up until the sun came up, and my ex-wife would go to work. I'd go to sleep for a few hours and wake up and do whatever I needed to do at home. Like it was great. It was great working space, but I haven't done that in a long time. I miss doing it. I really do.
That's basically what I do. My wife works from home, so we kind of have a schedule that rotates, so we get to see each other in the hours that matter. Yeah, just like most couples would. I mean, you got to have your space as well. That's the thing is I think a lot of time, without getting the relationship advice, you got to have your space. I think it's so important for both people in a relationship or whoever it is that you got to have your outlets. If you don't have your outlets, you're going to start resenting each other when you see the other person having fun and enjoying their time. It's like, oh man, you're enjoying your time away from me and I'm not having fun. And just, but my wife, I'm fortunate and unfortunate that my wife has the sickness. My wife's got the sickness, guys. Yep, we're not alone. Girls get it too, man. My wife will come in through the house with a handful of Barbies like a fucking sneak thief in the night, like one of those cartoons. Like,
oh, see, the thing is, I'm merchant. Like we were talking before the show. Like you got to be, okay with yourself and proud of yourself and like confident. I walk in the house confidently with every toy I buy.
Look what I got. Look at my toys.
I'll be honest with you. My partner, she's watching the World Cup. She's like, I'm not watching your show tonight. She's watching the World Cup in the other room.
It's all right.
It's fine. And I'm in here doing
She's watching a more boring sport. I don't know where it's soccer. It's like it's a little bit less boring than baseball.
Yeah. She thought that was going to be in the living room and was fine with it. Like legit.
See, like my wife was the Savage Crucible, not Savage Crucible. It's sorry. The Mythic Legion's dragon. I showed her that and she was like, baby, if you want it, you can get it. You can put it, if you need to put it on. I'm like, man, you are so sweet, baby. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're so sick as you are, because at least you understand. She's like, if you want it. No, I don't have the room for it. I'd have to hang that damn thing from the ceiling, man.
So
I want it though. It's the wrong color.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I like it, but it's the wrong color. And I think if Savage Crucible comes out with a little bit more affordable option for either mounts or something that can kind of scratch that itch, that's what I'm going to focus on.
Okay, that's
I'll
fair.
have some,
Yeah.
I want a fucking bat, I want a bat mount. I want some weird lizard, mount that I can throw Savage Crucible or He-Man or Conan on it. I want him riding a big lizard. I want this guy riding a big lizard. Give me that. Give me that.
Yeah. Baseball is less boring than most sports. I don't know about that. I don't know if you sat in the stand in the summer sun, it's not less boring.
I lived outside of DC. We would go see we would go to like the Baltimore and go see games there. Any sport is fun live. Just watching it. I'm not a sports ball guy. If I'm going to watch sports, it's going to be dudes beating the crap out of each other. That's about the only thing I like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the Horsemen are going to milk that mold to hell. I'm sure we're going to get
that's just like if it would have been black or red off the rip, 100% it would be. I wouldn't care how long I had to wait.
Remember.
It was green.
Oh,
it was green.
Okay.
Beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't take anything away from it. It's beautiful. But if I'm going to spend that much money on something, it's going to be something that I'm going to not have any regrets on whatsoever.
I remember that they put parts of it too. Didn't they put parts of it behind an unlock?
Yes, but they're great. If they sucked, I would be like, whatever. They're really good, but they're very expensive. I think one of the packs that you can buy separately is like $200 or something. It's like the big headpiece with like maybe one of the knights and no, man. Savage Crucible is going to come out with an affordable option of something, and we're gonna buy the shit out of that. I'm
sure. So, what are you looking at these days? That's actual toys. Like, what's scratching your itch right now?
Probably Jada Toys, Street Fighter line, and Storm Collectibles line. I'm really looking forward to their Darkstalkers if they ever decide to solicit any of them. We just see pictures of Storm takes forever.
Yeah,
that's the one thing about that company. Man, but probably that. See, that's the thing is like anything that I buy, I try to make sure that there's enough accessories or something that I also like. I have a second brain, like my craft brain will look at like a Mezco release and see different head sculpts and hands and stuff and think, what can I do with that? Because I don't want them to sit there and languish away in a bag somewhere. I want to make sure that the best accessories that they have out, like even with the Conan, like I think I got the second Mezco Conan release and then the King Conan, and I think that I got the Barbarian pack. So between maybe a few $100, you can have this Conan look and he's awesome, or you can put different stuff on a different buck and make a few soft goods. So I made some pants on them, put one of the Conan thing. That's got Gold Hilder's helmet, with some Savage Crucible weapons, another Conan thing, and just you've got an entirely different character.
Which horse is that? Is that the McFarlane horse?
It's the Mythic Legions. I think what's his name, Barius or something.
Oh, okay,
it's like the kind of slate. It's their kind of slate gray looking horse.
Okay.
Great. I don't have a whole bunch of Mythic Legion figures, but they do mounts very well. I really like their animals. I didn't get the bear, and I wanted it, but it's just like I don't have room for it right now.
This one?
Oh, it's so good, man. It's so good.
So pretty.
It's so good.
Pretty.
I want a dwarf riding that thing. I need a badass dwarf riding on that, or some kind of weird little creature for some reason. I want one of those little, they're like not, I guess it's their imp scale. Is that what it's called? I want one of their imp scale figures on. Yeah, I want something like that, like on it.
They have a new like Arctic Fox character. But the problem is he's like this big, but he's still like the 65. And I'm like,
I like him. I like it. Yeah, I know. I know. They put the one thing about Mythic Legions, I will give them this. They have fantastic sculptors and their paintwork looks pretty good. I've never seen one that's real bad. But some of their new ones are very reasonable price. She's fantastic.
Yeah, but
some of the new Cosmic,
they don't pose as well. That's my problem with it.
Of course not.
Like I would love.
But I thought you didn't care.
Huh?
Or Okay, what's your stance on articulation? Because I know you made a video saying, "Oh, how can you not tell what it is?" And I know you're not bitching about the articulation on it. You're
Oh
saying that
yeah.
you wish this amazing figure had better range. But I want look, I'm one of those dudes. I want my figure to be able to kiss its own ass. I want it. I want the best movement. So if I put soft goods on it, that it gives me even more range for something that's going to be restrictive on top of that. So that I look at it a kind of a different way.
So my issue with this was there were so many people telling me to buy them, that they're the best figures on the market. And I didn't do any research. Like this isn't a Black Series. I've never touched these. I've never seen these in person, to be honest with you, before I went to the toy show. It looks gorgeous. When I got it home, I'm like, oh wait, there's no biceps. And so it's on me. I'm not complaining that it doesn't have stuff. I'm just saying it looks gorgeous, especially just like just a simple pose like this looks gorgeous. But the problem for me is I'm looking at it going, it can't do
nothing.
What this can do. Right? It does, and this was my funny part. It can do about what this can do.
Yeah.
So
and yet here is the Fury Toys body with the gold Hilder armor, red boss fight, red Sonya head sculpt, and this lady can do. She's big, but she's supposed to be big. She's a warrior, or at least this character in my head is. Dude, I put your mama through a million poses. Yeah, dude, this figure can do whatever you want it to do.
And I'll be honest, I don't think you're gonna get me to talk about it now. I don't think I've talked much about it. I think I talked to Johnny about it in DMs. But I haven't talked about like you said, oh, I'm gonna be the heel for actually about a month ago, I think it was. And I was like, well, that's a good idea. Let's see what happens. And so that's what I've been doing. And it's like, I don't care about the articulation. Like like I say it, like buy what you like and everybody else shut the fuck up. Like I'm happy. If I didn't like these, like I can say, oh, I wish it had more articulation, but I don't think it's a horrible line because of it. In fact, after I bought this a month later, I went and bought, where is it? Here it is. It's right here. I went and bought this one.
Oh yeah, that's a cool figure too.
So
I like that came with the like the skeleton pet, right?
Yes. I didn't get the exclusive one with all the different heads.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. But like here's the thing. I don't go, they're fucking us over by not giving us the articulation. I go, this is really pretty. Now I know what it is. So when I got this, I knew what I was going to do with it. I haven't been collecting these for 15 years and go, oh, I guess it doesn't have what I wanted to. They fucked me over. Like,
wait, you're not gonna get a brick wall behind you and talk about how shitty that figure is that you just spent $60 on? You're not doing. We're not doing that now.
What was that?
Nothing. I didn't say nothing. I said what I said.
Okay. Why do you? I mean, I've always said this. I try to counter. Fuck that. I counter program 9:00 on Saturday nights because there's another shitty toy show that tries to run their stuff.
Hey, remember, we'll like what you like, watch what you watch, But look, I get that. I it's hard because it's like I see some things. I'm like, I would look at the same way as someone that went to McDonald's every week and bought their cheap, overproduced, overpriced bullshit and made a video about how shitty and overpriced the product is. It's just as boring to me.
The food
that content would. As an analogy,
I'm saying the food or the toys.
One and the same. Oh, both? Yeah. I mean, I guess. Hey, man, I love it. Oh, are you talking about McDonald's toys? I love McDonald's toys as a kid, man. Isn't that a shame?
But look at this thing, right? Like,
is that a McDonald's toy?
No, it's not. But
I was about to say, I was like, that's pretty dope.
You can say
I'm gonna get me a kids meal.
Better articulated than this one.
Yeah.
And this one only costs
half the size.
Yeah.
Half the size.
Yep. And so like I said, like I was talking to Johnny about this earlier. I like aesthetics and I like nostalgia. So like aesthetically, this this scratches an itch for me.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on sale. It's fine. When I buy shit like this, Masters, like Army Builders, I did not Army build these. I buy them because I have a nostalgia, I have an affinity for Masters. And so when I eventually take out my Eternia and set it up, I want a grand display for it. And I want it to look incredible. So there's two things going here. And it's the museum side of me. Like you brought it up earlier. I want to create the best exhibits I possibly can. And I want to create an archive where you can look back and see what Hasbro did in 1985. Like this is the 83 catalog. So this is year 2 G.I. Joe. And I know exactly what was in the cases.
That's so rad.
Like it's that kind of stuff that like I like toys and I really love the industry and the art that goes into it. Because like I can appreciate a Mezco, I can appreciate a Mythic Legion. I can also, I know you're going to shit on it, I can also appreciate a McFarlane for what it is. For what it is.
It's funny that you mentioned that real quick. They had the Savage Dragon at my Walmart in the Electronics Center when I bought my webcam today. And I just looked at it and I was just, if that thing was $30, I would have bought 2 of them. Absolutely. I would have bought 2 of them. And I would have had one regular one, and I would have customized and made a cop outfit for him, a police officer uniform, but no, he's not getting my money, man. It's overpriced. I can't justify it.
This was 19. And to me, it looks good enough. Like it's a good price. It's the costume I love.
I think Mattel is gonna knock it out of the park with their DC stuff, man. I'm sorry. I think they are.
I've said it for 2 years now. I'm not gonna do it.
But I didn't buy any McFarlane. I didn't get any of that stuff. So my money has been spent somewhere else. So I'm not replacing another line. I'm not. Oh well, no, I got to do that. I didn't buy any McFarlane stuff.
Yeah. No, I like toys. I like looking at ways different people interpret different things. See, I can't stand that. Like that does nothing for me. I would never buy that.
But I made this.
Right. No, it's gorgeous. I'm not saying it's not gorgeous, but it's like the horror stuff just does nothing for me.
Oh, we were discussing this the other night, and I think I watched some of that interview with Danny McBride, and he even made my same point that I made about horror movies. He said, I was like, oh, well, we're not supposed to cheer on the guy killing people. You know, he even said the same thing. So I'm not the only one that thinks that. Even he thinks that.
No. And I don't think like
I need a hero. I need an Ashley Williams to kick the shit out of Deadites. That's the kind of horror that I want. That's what I want. I don't need some goofy looking clown indiscriminately killing weak people to make myself feel more alive. I'm not into it.
Yeah. No, and he does. I'm looking for. I really think he can pull it off. I really think he can pull off Joe. Not to relitigate what we already went through.
I hope he does, man. I'm a pessimist. I'm jovial on a lot of stuff, and I love you guys, and I love the community, but I just know whenever they start, who's ever going to produce it, when they start getting their stupid hands and brains, oh well, we want this in there, and if you don't put that. It's like, that shit goes on all the time in the movie industry. So even him saying everything right, everything that he's supposed to be, by the time that the game of telephone and money goes on, who knows what this fucking thing is going to be. So let me be optimistically pessimistic about it. Just so, but
I'm in the same.
I want it to be good.
Yeah,
I want it to be good.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that. I don't want it to fail at all. I don't want anything that we love and cherish to fail. I just don't like the idea of corporations having their hands in anything. It's just but they're the ones that have to get it done. So
here's the thing. We all talk about like we want it to be good. We want it to be interesting. G.I. Joe was the Village People for 8-year-olds. Like, come on.
Yep.
Like you got all these goofy things and all these goofy stories and everything. Like I know not a lot of people like the new He-Man movie. I think it was everything it needed to be based on what He-Man is.
Yeah.
It was goofy. It was child-centered. It was meant to be. That's the movie we should have gotten in 87. I think if we got that movie in 1987, I think it would have knocked it out of the park, and He-Man would have continued another 2 or 3 years just on the laurels of that alone.
What happened with that movie? Like, why was the Dolph Lundgren one? Why was it just so weird? Is it one of those where I think, from what I heard, and I could be wrong, it was one of those where like producers were like, "Hey, do this and change this," and it was one of those things.
I think it was one of those things where they go, we need. It's going to be a movie. It needs to be like grown up. Like it has to be serious. It has to be like really Conan. And they took all the things that made the cartoon successful. They took it out. And people didn't want to be there. Like I think there were points where like Dolph Lundgren said like he didn't want to be on set. It wasn't a great experience. They had to do some reshoots around stuff that just didn't work.
Liked the movie when I was a kid. I mean, I'm 45, so I liked the movie when I was younger. So, it's just like, now you see it and you're like, ooh, that's just like watching Labyrinth back. It's like, guys, come on, Mr. Bowie, can we not put like an extra pair of draws on you? Like, this is a kid's film. We got puppets and shit. Can we get Mr. Bowie a crotch piece, please? Set.
No. I mean, I don't think. I mean,
I like it the way it is.
The torture that we went through, The Secret of Nymph and Charlotte's Web and all those movies, like they wanted to just give us nightmare fuel. Like it was, and I think that I think the movie came out too late for the He-Man world. She-Ra was always taking over, and I think they were trying to make it even more macho and masculine and everything, and they just totally missed the mark. Like they just missed everything. He didn't look anything like what he was doing. And then I guess they ran out of money. That's why the final battle's in the dark. So there's a lot of things that just went wrong. Oh, this is a good one. Fuck the community. I just want to play with folks I can call friends. And I think that's what this has all been about, Johnny. I think this is exactly and that's been the fun of like being in Obby's crew with Figure Fight Club and Suda's crew with the Triple C podcast and just like playing in this world is like we're all nerds that kind of like the same things and are willing to kind of help each other out. Like,
but just enough different. Like even Johnny was showing off awesome stuff. His creative outlet is drawing. That's fantastic stuff. You know, and I wouldn't have known anything about him if I didn't see him. Of course, I would see people be very vulgar, you know, about his name. And I know that he appreciates that too. I'd like it too. There you
go. Exactly. This is a different channel though.
But I know. But it's and then I was like, oh, I thought he was just some dude in chat. And then you see his work and it's like, this is a talented dude. Yeah. We have talented people in this community and they just need to open up a little bit and share. And it gives us like, I mean, like what you're saying, on Triple C one night, they happened to, I think maybe Obby was on there and they were mentioning me and they brought up my Instagram page and I don't have a bunch of followers, but they were showing my stuff and I'm like, that's awesome, man. It's like these guys and one of them said, I think it was Tim said, and he was like, man, we got to learn how to sew. Just to see these grown ass men that are into this talking about, hey man, God, we need that. That's a good compliment. Like that, you know, that makes me feel good that they're saying that because like, there's already that's why I use the term dollies because to me it's like I want to push into that because I think sometimes as collectors we already have this negative stigma that toys are for kids and we you know we can't enjoy it or people will make fun of us or we had to stop playing with toys because girls were a thing. I want all of us to be so confident in ourselves and our abilities as people and being cool people that no matter what we do, that'll permeate through anything of other people's stuff and just make us shine. We got to make it like, who cares if we like little pieces of plastic, you know, like this is something that we loved as kids. It's something that we want to spend our money on. We could be doing a million other self-destructive things, but if you just buy an action figure and look at it, man, I've had this Ryu since it came out. I've put like 7 different outfits on it since I've gotten it, just making it for people. And it's a new figure every single time I make one for someone. I can like, this is going to go out to Shogun Omega, you know? And it's like, I have no interest in the evil Ryu, you know, the like the
Yeah.
dark version of it. But just seeing this on my shelf, I get to enjoy that, and hopefully someone else can enjoy that and have it on their shelf, and that means a lot to me. So
Well, and that's the thing. I think the other side of it is not only do we like hang out and help normalize, and I think that's what like I started like I've been waffling between two things, which is push back on all the toxicity that we've seen and making fun of it basically for the past month. Everybody's like, "Are you really this salty?" I'm like, "No, I'm just calling out the assholes that are talking shit and don't know their hand from their elbow." Like they don't
when you put a mirror up in someone's face, it's awkward.
It is.
And it brings that out of them. And so you have to think, if it's like, why am I mad at this? Even if let's say you're being 1,000% exactly like you are, why do you feel that way about it?
Yeah. But the other side of it is, if you've watched the chat or watched like us doing it, there's multiple times where people are like, "Hey, I'm looking for this thing." And like Abby jumped in the chat last night. I think it was Billy. I don't know if Billy's still here. He was saying, "Billy, hey, yeah, I have a musk that I'm not going to put up." Or Lou said he has a musk that he's not going to put up. Cost plus shipping. Like,
hell yeah.
What are we doing here?
Can't beat
like,
that. Can't beat that.
Right?
I mean,
and
hell,
so
and they just released another pack that had all the accessories on it. Between that and that, you'll never need another street. Hey man,
yeah.
I don't know if you're watching it. If you're watching on the replay, these things are made great. Now I did a little customizing, a little bit of griming up on mine for the extra piece, but these are great. You just need an awesome little back piece. These are can't beat, man.
But what I'm saying is, it's like
you pick it up.
I'm willing. Like somebody wanted. I'm not going to say who it was, but I'm just going to give you the broad strokes of this because it's not something that's they wanted out there publicly. But somebody wanted something that I had that was worth a lot of money. And I said, just give me what I paid for it, plus shipping, like whatever it costs to ship to you. And he sent me triple what that was. And I felt so bad because I'm like, I didn't want, like, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to turn this for a profit.
Was it still a good price?
He paid me market value for it.
Okay. Yeah. So,
but it doesn't make me feel good because it's like, like I took it begrudgingly.
I know, but that means that you should get it. That's the karmatic balance. You being a good person and showing this goodwill to someone came back to you so soon that it made you feel weird. Yeah.
And I mean, there's other people that I've been talking about that want stuff or are looking at stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, man, either sometimes you can just have it. Like Chris is in here. There's plenty of times where like I just drop stuff off at his house or he drops off at my house. We just trade back and forth. It's like, we're adults. We're not counting pennies. We're not trying to make a profit off of each other. We're truly just trying to help each other enjoy these hobbies.
Yeah.
And not even hoping that it comes back to us. Just like, hey, I want to do this because I want to help you. I know it's something you want and I want to help you get it.
Well, like, yeah, like I can even speak to that a little bit as far as that feeling goes. Like the hour and a half that it might take me to make a gi and maybe spend $7 or $8 shipping it to someone, even seeing them online, like showing it off, that was worth the hour's worth of just that little bit of time of someone showing my shit off was worth the time that I spent and the few bucks to ship it to them. And I know that they're going to have that. I had a guy tell me that someone came over their house the other day, like a real life friend, and saw something that I had made and was complimenting about it. This is someone that is not connected to me in any way. You know, this is someone that has no biases towards me. They've never heard me cuss anybody out or anyone that talk anything about that they loved, and they were complimentary on it. And that kind of shit makes you feel real, real good. So it was, that's the goodwill.
And it's one of those things where it's like, there have been plenty of times where I have run into a toy store to try to get something and I get it. And somebody comes up like a minute later as I'm turning the corner and you see the disappointment on their face. And I have gone, well, I was buying one and one for my friend. You know what? You were here. He isn't.
Yeah.
Here you go. Yeah. And 9 times out of 10, they won't take it. And that's the thing that kills me every time.
Oh, and you're like, I know.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if it wasn't Pokemon cards,
No, that's
you
a
might
whole
get
nother.
you might get hit in the back of the head and have the cards taken out of your cart for the way these Poke Streets are. It's wild in these Poke Streets.
Mom turned up for a thing. Let's see. Enjoyed your discussion about adding your own creativity to the toy world. Also talking about your own passions in toy collecting. Did not like bad mouthing baseball. She's a big Mets fan.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate that you have that crippling affliction.
Yeah, that's whatever. She says it about herself, to be fair.
Yeah. No,
So,
are they a winning team? I don't know
not
shit
this
about
year.
sports ball.
Not this year.
Ever?
Yeah, no, they were in the playoffs last year, like the last 2 years.
It's New York, right?
Yeah.
Is that where you guys from? You guys from the East Coast?
Connecticut. Yeah, Connecticut. Yeah. So
Close enough. Yeah,
exactly. So we're almost out of time. Are you coming up to Toy Tuber? Or are you one of the guys? Oh.
I'm a hermit, dude. I that's why it's like that's why I love seeing toy videos and like toy hunting videos, because my nearest Walmart is like 30 minutes away and they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing at my Walmart. So it's like they still have Jimmy Woo and Kang the Conqueror. Yeah, you know, they still do. They literally still have that at my Walmart. I saw it today. That's every day. It's no one's going to spend $30 on it.
Nope. They keep raising the price. Nobody's buying it. All right. Well, that's too bad. So we'll do, as Abby says, we'll do shout outs. So tell everybody where they can find you, promote whatever you want.
I'm always around. I like the Figure Fight Club crew and Talib 1980 Collects is probably pretty much the two places that I like to. But anytime that you guys need somebody, if you need a floating head of doom to come in and take somebody's place in a show and just talk about random shit, show off toys, just show our love for the community and this medium that we love, these little pieces of awesome plastic that we collect. But you can go to Gibs Me Toys on Instagram, and you can check out some of my shots. Most of the things lately has just been promotion for Talib 1980 Collects and Figure Fight Club stuff. But just, you know, in Kastor's Corner, watch him. He's got good takes. He's got good opinions. All of our opinions are valued, and we all matter, and we should all listen to everybody, because if you get everybody's opinions, you'll at least be able to have a good baseline for what you think, or what you should think about certain things. Have your own. If something sucks and you don't like it, just, you know, you can say that, but just buy what you love. Everybody else, just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Exactly. There's no better way to end it. Thank you guys for watching. Next week on the show, Sudahuba is joining us. The week after that,
Triple C.
We will hopefully get the other part of the Triple C. Plastic Boy Wonders, we're talking to him. We got a few other people in the pipeline.
They fight like an old couple, don't they?
I haven't seen them together. Well, they're not on the show together. Suda's on by himself.
They fight like old people.
But they are a fun show. So come back next week for that. For sure. Suda's already set. And we'll see you around. We'll see you on Figure Fight Club. We'll see you on member streams. We'll see you everywhere. Maybe I'll defend the title. Oh, and at 10:30 tonight, Men on Film. Go watch Talib 1980's channel.
Yeah, I'm not going to be on it, but I'll probably be in chat.
I'm not going to be on it, but I'll be in the chat too. So go watch
Let's talk some shit, Kastor. Let's get them.
Maybe I'll get on that show and really fuck some shit up.
That's fun.
Thank you guys for
watching. That's a fun show too.
Thanks for everybody being here. We really appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Saturday night we in here. Kastor's Corner. Yeah. Yeah. Saturday night we in here. Kastor's Corner. Pull up, step in, yeah, the room feel right. Every week, same crew, yeah, we back on time. New faces, old names, I see everybody. From the chat to the screen, yeah, the vibe stay solid. Hit the comments, let it fly, let it show what you like. Who we talking to next, who we bringing on mic. Every voice matter here, yeah, we building it right. We just here for the love every Saturday night. We in the room, yeah, we live tonight. Say it in the chat, let me know you alright. Show what you love, let it shine, let it move. We collect cause we love it, that's the truth. Corner Live, yeah, the whole crew here. Every comment, every voice, yeah, we all in here. Price don't matter, it's the time that we spend. It's the talk, it's the bond, we connect in the end. Shout out, weekly viewers, yeah, you know who you are. Been here from the start, helped us take it this far. To the guests on the show, yeah, we thank y'all too. Every combo, every moment, yeah, we building with you. From the likes to the shares, yeah, we see all that. Every comment, every post, yeah, we read all that. Tell a friend, bring them through, let the room expand. We just building something real, yeah.